Oh my gosh, hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dylan, and today I'm going to be talking about the first yaoi manga that I ever read. So back in 2011, I went to visit my sister, and we went to Powell's bookstore, and I found a manga series there that was very, very different from the other manga that I've ever read. I found the first volume of Only Serious About You. This is by Asou Kai, and it's a yaoi manga. Now, I didn't really realize this at the time. I mean, I assumed, based on the cover, what it was about. It looked really, really cute, and I was really excited to give it a try. This came out around the time when I was still questioning my sexuality, and it just looked really, really adorable, and I wanted to give it a shot. It basically follows the story of a single father named Now, who is a chef, and he meets a man who is a customer that comes into his shop named Yoshi, who is also on the cover here. And Yoshi is a promiscuous playboy, and they develop this new friendship and bond that is really, really, really sweet. One of my favorite aspects of this manga is the relationship that Yoshi has with Nao's daughter. I think that it really allowed him to come out of his shell and really become a really good father figure. It was really, really interesting because this manga is all about misconceptions about people and how you view people as something different than what they actually are. Because, yeah, the main character sees Yoshi as this very promiscuous being, very flirtatious and eccentric, and he doesn't give him the chance to really be himself. And that's really, really a good theme in this manga. To not make judgments about people before you get to know them, because people are people, and they're different, and you don't really know their story until you get to know them. And what I really, really love about Yoshi is he was also an orphan. He grew up in an orphanage, and his mother was very abusive in different ways. She locked him up and basically closed him off from reality. And it's really interesting seeing how he became the person he is now. So I had never read Volume 2 of this series. It's only 2 volumes long, but I never read Volume 2 because I knew that it got explicit, and I really wanted to keep this a very, very sweet, innocent manga. But I realize now, for not reading Volume 2, I didn't get the whole story, and there's a lot that happens in Volume 2 that is really, really good. So don't do that. Don't do what I did and try to make this volume higher than the other one because this one becomes explicit. That's one of my misconceptions about this manga, was that I thought this would make the story worse for some reason, but instead it added so much more depth to the story and had a really, really good plot point about family. This is a beautiful manga, a really, really sweet manga. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm glad that I reread it. And I'm glad that I gave the second volume a chance, because you shouldn't make judgments about a story until you read it. And that's what I did. Even though I liked it, I was still like, but I don't want this to get, sexual and racist. It's a really sweet manga, and I think that more people should give it a chance. Unfortunately, this is also a manga that's highly out of print and very, very expensive to find. So I'm very fortunate to have these 2 volumes because it's really, really a great story. And this is also making me reflect on my life, because I read these when I came out, or right about the time I was starting to come out to people, and it was really an interesting experience to see just how gay relationships can work in this story, because they're real people, and this was a very, very good choice for me to read first, because there's nothing really toxic or bad about this manga. There are some little minor things that I don't really particularly like, but that's okay. I also really just love the exploration of family in this. It gave me the feels because this little girl is so cute and innocent. Her name's Chizu, and she's so sweet and just so lovely. And it was really nice to see her character grow and to see this family dynamic between two fathers. That was my favorite part of this manga. I really loved that. It's been very therapeutic in a way to read this years later after I came out because I get to see how I was then and how I felt like this was something like taboo to read. Like, oh, I don't want anyone to know that I'm reading about a gay man. Whoa, no thank you, honey. But I realize now that no one really cares. It's not really a big deal. So, you know, enjoy what you want to enjoy and have fun with it. Be yourself and love yourself. And also don't make judgments about people before you get to know them. That's the big point I want to make in this video, especially about this manga because it's lovely. So yeah, have you guys read this manga? Let me know in the comments below what you thought of it, and I would love to talk to you about it. It's a really sweet manga. Also, what was your first yaoi manga? Let me know in the comments below and we can have a discussion. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and please remember, for the love of all that is gay, stay sexy!